Oh my. Oh. Okay. Think about the 34 trillion and all the millions and billions. Think about how much they've been robbing and stealing. The gold rush of 18 fuck you too. Come on, man. Is that what they do? There's a bus driving by, and let me put it this way. There's a bus driving by, and if you cut that bus in half, they say in 1969 we flew to the moon in that, basically set up on a bunch of street signs, basically. So like street post signs, something the size of a half of a modern day transportation bus on a few street post signs, it looks like. We flew to the moon with that in 1969, and then they flew off of the moon and flew back to the Earth like that. Granted, we're just now figuring out satellite orbiting and like actually getting into orbit with people normally. So like we're not really quite flying to the moon yet, really now. But we did it in 1969, and you can go look at the object that we flew to the moon in at the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. if you can stand standing in the line. It's free. So I'm out here in Reston, Virginia, and I want to put some of my stupid rhymes up in you. I grew up here and skateboarded a lot, got drunk and stole some shit and barely ever got caught. I worked at a lot of jobs and hung out, I guess, with a lot of snobs. You see, I used to work at Giant for 2.5 years for cigarettes and smokes and beers and like skateboard stuff. And then there's this thing called gasoline and insurance. And before you knew that, we had a little bit more reassurance. But nowadays, you have to get 2 or 3 jobs that pays just to take care of your families because of the economies and because of what they have done to UMA. So unfortunately, I have now to go and get on the train and say, what up, yo? Because when I get back to DC, it's actually still just me. Because I've been walking them streets waiting peacefully. Where's my friends and my family as they walk around me somehow mystically, electronically, and physically? But they don't really ever talk or help me or maybe even say hi or buy a food for me. So now, as you can see, something happened to me. I fell off of a construction site about 15 stories. And now I'm going to have to go now because I'm very, 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 very boring. Very boring. So I was talking to these airplane people and comptrollers, whatever you call them, air traffic controllers on my magic brain skills. And we adjusted the last plane about 5 degrees. Then I realized it wasn't just 5 degrees like vertical. It was also 20 degrees to the north. So they just adjusted that plane. The plane was almost directly in the sun. And so if we do one more, I'd say go about same degrees up as we did north. And it'll hit that sun right there. It'll hit the sun right there if that's what happens.
man? Did you want to approach me again and like ask me what the problem is? Good, there you go.
Thank you, dickhead. He walks by, stares at me, and says, "What are you looking at?"
Asshole.
Complete asshole. No reason to do that to me.
Hey, bro, I was getting a shot of the Capitol Dome. Do you mind if you're in the shot?
What's up with all the cops today? It's Sunday, June 16th, 2024. And the cops got the whole road blocked off section by section all the way to the Capitol Dome. That's kind of weird.
We seem to be approaching, Master. Which way would you like me to aim the torpedoes and cannons? And send in the brigade and the armadillion? Please tell me, sir.
Send them that way. Tell them they shall die.
What shall I tell the snoring old man in the sand machine who can no longer be white?
Tell him nothing. Nothing.
Quickly, before the sun befalls us, let's turn into special creatures and fly into the light. Not that one, no. Not that one. That one. Quickly.
na 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 na.